the AFC North has two of the hardest hitting, best teams in all of football, best defenses in all of football, in the Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Starting off with the Ravens, can Joe Flacco take that step and make this his team and become the leader and get to the Super Bowl and just win those playoff games? Can he be that guy? I say, can it make it his team? Because when you have leaders like Anquan Bolden and Elodie Naha and Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, he has to take control of that team and make it his team and just have a little fire, and show that fire that other team brings around him. I like Ray Rice a lot. Ricky Williams was one of the most underrated signings in all. I think he's a better complementary running back to Ray Rice than Willis McGahee last year. I think Ricky hits the hole a little bit harder and very good hands out of the backfield. Also, Vontae Leach, former Pro Bowl fullback for the Texans, should really help out that running game. That they brought him over as well. They signed him as a free agent, and he should really help out as well. And he has solid, very good hands coming out the backfield and help out Joe Flacco a lot on check down. This wide receiver core got really, really better. They lost Derek Mason, went to the Jets, but they did upgrade a lot with trading for Lee Evans and drafting Torrey Smith, two guys that have tremendous speed and can stretch the field. That's the one thing that this team's been missing. Those big plays. Those big plays, they haven't been able to get them. You got Anquan Smith, Anquan Bolden, who should be helping out in the middle, run those intermediate routes, and just really great route runner. But they need that guy that can stretch the field. They wanted to use it Dante Stallworth, but he couldn't help out a lot. So really look out for those guys. Also look out for Tandon Moss, a rookie out of Indiana, and as well as the tight end position, Ed Dixon and Dennis Pitta should really create a lot of mismatches. The Ravens are a team that they really depend on them young guys a lot, but they know how to develop and coach these young guys up a lot. So that's what's really helps these guys, these impact players as rookies, can really impact this team. Very solid in the offensive line. They did sign Brian Kenny to play left tackle. Is he in shape? Did he get his weight down over the lockout? And also they signed Andre Garrard because Matt Burke came off a knee injury. We're going to see how really good it is. But those are two signings that I think that can really help and shape and form this offensive line. Moving on to the defense, they have one of the best defensive lines in all of football. They run that 34 front. You got Terrence Cody at the nose tackle position with Elodie Naha, one of the best defensive linemen in all of football. Also, Pernell McGee should help out a lot for that team. Very good pass rusher. Along with Corey Redding should help out too. Keep an eye out. They got a guy on their practice squad, Michael Ledoux. He should really help out a lot. Very tremendous, good pass rusher, great size, speed and quickness. He'll be a guy probably that will come on later on during the season. Very strong. They're very deep and strong in the linebacker position. Is led by Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs. Terrell Suggs is one of the best pass rushers in all of football. Look out for guys like Paul Kruger and Sergio Kindle to help that pass rush more out. That's how they have so much depth over there. Will just help with those two guys should help out with a pass rush and get into the quarterback and getting guys like Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, getting those guys to the ground. They have really good depth at secondary, which is probably their biggest strong suit, is because they have so much depth led by Ed Reed at safety, and also you have guys like at that safety position like Bernard Pollard, Tom Zbikowski at the strong safety position. They should help out a lot with depth. Also, they don't know how they're going to use their corner situation, but they have depth. Look for Jimmy Smith, first round pick, to make a major impact on his team. I like this kid a lot. He should help out. And very good lockdown corner, very good long guy, very physical. So he should help out this team a lot. Moving on to the Pittsburgh Steelers, how do they handle the Super Bowl hangover loss? How do they handle that? Ben Roethlisberger, he should be fine. Can he stay healthy? Is always a deal for them. Can Rashad Mendenhall take that step and become an elite back? Take that next step. Had over 1,200 yards rushing, 13 touchdowns last season. If he can hold on to the football a little bit better like he did this year, had that crucial fumble in the Super Bowl, but he should help out a lot. Hold on to that football, and he should help this team out a lot. Very solid, the wide receiver core with Mike Wallace stretching the field, Hines Ward, Emmanuel Sanders, Antonio Brown, and Jericho Cotchery, who they got. Also Heath Miller and rookie Wesley Sanders should help out a lot. Ben Roethlisberger has one of the things that you can count on. He has 3 guys he can go to on third down situations. It's Heath Miller, Jericho Cotchery, and as well as Hines Ward. That's very something that a quarterback would love to have and improve in a lot, that he can have guys that he can trust on third downs. They have questions at the offensive line. They've always had questions at the offensive line. Always one of those teams that led in sacks, gave up a lot of sacks. Marquise Pouncey is a guy who's a star, who's one of the best centers in the league. But you have to find pieces to build around him, and they haven't really found that right complementary of guys to help out. Moving on to the defense, very solid defensive line with Aaron Smith, Brad Kiesel. At the end positions, you got nose tackle Casey Hampton, but watch out for Cameron Hayward, rookie out of Ohio State. He should help out a lot in pass rush situations. They have the best starting linebacker core of all of football. James Ferrier, Lawrence Timmons, James Harrison, the best outside linebacker rusher in all of football, and Lamar Woodley, one of the best young up-and-comers. Lawrence Timmons is going to be a star. He might be by probably later on in his career, he probably might be the best middle linebacker in all of football. I really like him a lot. Very good in coverage, very good at blitzing, very good tackler, along with Lamar Woodley as well. Those 2 guys I really like at the linebacker position. They have questions at corner. Got William Gay, you got Brian McFadden, Ike Taylor, Curtis Brown, rookie out of Texas that they got with his second or third round pick. Should help out a lot. And can Troy Polamalu stay healthy? Because he's that guy that makes that defense go. If he's hurt, as you saw in the Super Bowl, he really doesn't have a really great impact in that secondary struggles. But if he's healthy, he's one of the best safeties or one of the best defensive players in all of football. So he's a guy that they need to stay healthy for them to hopefully compete and get to another Super Bowl and potentially win one. Cleveland Browns, they're my team on the rise in all of football. This is Colt McCoy's team now. I like Colt McCoy a lot. He makes great decisions with the football, very accurate. Doesn't have the strongest arm, but he knows the system. Is he well familiar with Pat Shurmur's West Coast offense? I think he is a lot. Very smart guy. Makes great decisions, very accurate. I think he can help this team out very, very a lot just with his winning attitude and those intangibles that he brings. Cleveland Browns have one of the toughest backfields in all of football with Peyton Hillis and Owen Marisic. Peyton Hillis, cover guy on Madden, broke out this year, over 1,000 yards, but durability is an issue for him. He always gets banged up a lot because he runs so physical. So can he stay healthy for a whole season and carry that a load of those 300 carries or plus that they expect him? But also Montario Hardesty should be a guy that they drafted last year who they want to think that can make an immediate impact as well and help take the load off of Peyton Hillis. They need to can those wide receivers help out Colt? You got Brian Robisky over there, and you got Josh Cribbs. But also watch out for Greg Little. Greg Little was the guy who was in that was a rookie this year, 3rd round pick. He could have been a 1st round pick if he would have played last year. He was involved in that North Carolina scandal. He should help out for that team a lot, and he's my actually dark horse to win Rookie of the Year. I like this guy a lot. Speed, great hands, runs excellent routes, strong hands, can make the big play, very big target for him. He should help out Colt a lot. And also Benjamin Watson should help out Colt as a safety blanket, running those routes in the middle of the field. Very solid offensive line. I think they had one of the best left sides of the offensive line with the best tackle in football, and Joe Thomas. They had Eric Steinbach at the left guard position, but he's hurt. They do sign Archers Hicks, who I think is who's an upgrade from what they did have there, the rookie Josh Pinkston. So Hicks should help out a lot. This defensive line is very young. They changed it from a 3-4 to a 43 with four defensive linemen now. 1st round pick should help out a lot. Tyler should really help out a lot at that defensive tackle position. But watch out for Jabal Shear. Like I said, they're very young. They're having 3 guys who are starting for the first time ever, with Taylor, Shear at end position, and Mitchell. But I think Shear has the potential to be a double-digit sack guy this year. I like what he brings. He brings that quickness, that speed rush, and he can really support the run really well for that defense. DeQuell Jackson should actually have a better year this year. He's more comfortable. He was a 4-3 guy coming out of college at Maryland. That's what really made him stand out a lot. Now he doesn't have to worry about double teams a lot, and now he can just play free and loose at the middle linebacker position, so he should help out a lot. Very underrated secondary. Joe Hayden has the capable to become one of these star cornerbacks that you hear. Very knowledgeable, very smart corner, very athletic. Takes chances, but great hands. Had 6 interceptions last year as a rookie. Moving on to the Bengals. How well does Andy Dalton do in his rookie year? They're retooling that team. They're rebuilding that team. Carson Palmer, Ocho Cinco, and T.O. is gone on that offense. They're very deep at the running back position. That should really help Andy Dalton now with Cedric Benson, Bernard Scott, and Brian Leonard. They're young at wide receiver. Jerome Simpson, who's made a couple of starts towards the end of the year. Andre Colwell, Jordan Shipley, guys who haven't really started, but have a little bit of experience. Jordan Shipley was a rookie last year. Andre Colwell is a guy that they think that has a lot of potential, should help out. But watch out for AJ Green, first-round pick for them. He can make big plays. They hope he could be a guy that can really help out for them as soon as possible. Probably a guy a lot of people are picking to win Rookie of the Year just because he can score touchdowns. A very good route runner, solid hands, and has that big play ability. Also, Jermaine Gresham and Chase Kaufman at the tight end position should help out as well. They have questions at the offensive line. They have Kyle Cook, Andrew Whitworth, and Andre Smith at the tackle positions, but that inside at the two guard spots is really shaky for them. They need to improve that. They're young but very talented on the defensive line. You got Packout and you got Atkins in the middle, and you have Robert Gaithers and Michael Johnson, who I think could be good at rush end, can really help out a lot, along with Carlos Dunlap, who provides depth back there for them. They had guys playing at a line last year. They were very slow in the back seven. They need to improve that speed. Where they had Ray Monaluga playing outside linebacker. Now, since they don't have Dhani Jones no more, they moved to the middle linebacker where he's more natural at. They're going to get Keith Rivers back from an injury, and they also upgraded their speed with Manny Lawson and Dante Mulch, who was a rookie who ran one of the fastest times at the NFL Combine, about 4.4. He has a 4.4 speed at linebacker. He's a freak athletic, very quick first step. He should help out in pass rush situations at times, but he has speed. Moving into they need to improve their speed, like I said, in the secondary. They lost Jonathan Joseph. Leon Hall is a guy who they feel that they wanted to keep. They brought Nate Clemens in. Nate Clemens is older, 31 years old. Should try to help out, try to replace the speed that they had with Jonathan Joseph, which I think they're going to miss a lot this year. And they have Reggie Nelson, Robert Sanders with the depth at the free safety position, and they have Chris Crocker and Crockett and Taylor Mays at strong safety. But I think this team needs to improve a lot on their speed defensively, and I think they addressed some of that this year. So let's see what they have there. But I think it all comes down to how Andy Dalton performs and how this defense performs, because 2 years ago this was one of the best defenses, and then all of a sudden last year they were really bad. So I like the Browns a lot. They should improve this year. The Bengals, you got to see what Andy Dalton does. And we got Pittsburgh, who I think is going to make the playoffs. And I really like the Ravens as my Super Bowl team to get to the Super Bowl and potentially win it. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you later.